Welcome back to Button Down Gaming. My name is Jay, and I am playing with myself. Alright, so last time we were left with the decision. Do we want to go with the Cult of the Changing God to help us fix this pod? Or do we want to go to the Order of Truth? Now here's the problem. The Order of Truth seems so focused on knowledge, they might do anything to get at that knowledge. Cannot be trusted, therefore. There's also the Cult of the Changing God, which may be insane. They are unpredictable. The other thing is that if they're the Cult of the Changing God and we don't like the Changing God, he's a dickhole, like... maybe we don't want to go to the cult of the people who follow him. Maybe they're dickholes too. Or maybe he isn't destroying people's lives, or he's doing so accidentally. We don't know. I'm going to go with the... I really don't know. I'm going to flip this bottle cap here and see what happens. Heads is the Order of Truth. Order of Truth! Calestige, will you take me to the Order of Truth? Of course! Once I provide an introduction to the priest, we'll have your chamber fixed in no time. You'll end up without your clothes and broken in a ditch while she laughs it off as a good experiment. It's probably best I come with you as well. Suspicious as always, Allegern. Child, the world is an exciting place, but it is full of dangers. Rest assured, one of us will get you safely to where you need to be. I'll be right behind you. A sunny smile crosses her face. Why do you want to go with me? What's in it for you? I won't deny that you are an exciting find, but it's not about that. I just want to see you safely out of the reef. Kid, you're not safe here, and not just because you're new. Treasure hunters trawl the reef, scavengers who would sell you for parts if they knew where you came from, what you were. Huh. Alright, then let's go. You've gained your first companions. They will follow the last cast-off and can be controlled during a crisis. You can speak to them about their pasts and take advantage of their unique abilities and skills. Companions have their own motivations and personalities, and depending on the choices you make, they may not follow you forever. You will find more companions who can join you as you travel through the Ninth World. Love that shit! Take this opportunity to explore your surroundings. You may find items, equipment, and more to assist you. When you are ready, you can leave the Broken Dome using the stairs to the northeast. Broken fragments of the dome. I'll talk to you guys in a second. Let's interact with this thing. Sunlight falls through the ragged hole in the roof onto the shattered resonance chamber. It's hard to believe that you did this, that you plummeted through the curve of the pale blue sky, crashed through the dome, and broke this delicate machine with your own body. It's hard to believe that you're still alive. 4 mechanical arms hang over the center of the device, above the cracked, semi-transparent crystal of the sarcophagus. The 5th arm lies broken on the floor among the scattered synth and crystal shards, and a metal ring surrounds the array, dented and broken by your impact crater. Take a closer look at the sarcophagus. The padded interior beneath the coffin's cracked lid looks like it was made for a human body. Despite the damage, you don't see any way to open it and get inside. You glance between the sarcophagus and the needle-like protrusions at the ends of the arms above. It seems likely that using this chamber would not be a pleasant experience. Suspended arms? Cables run from machines along the dome's walls to the base of the suspended arms, each of which is capped with long needles aimed at the cracked coffin-like chamber at the center of the platform. Gem-like lights flicker dimly at the bases of the arms. Inspect the metal ring. You feel the slightest hint of resistance every time you cross the ring, and now that you're paying attention, you note that your breath is echoing in your ears as though you were inside a glass dome. When you step outside the ring, the feeling passes. Examine the shards. Jagged fragments of crystal are intermingled with synth from the shattered dome above. The crystal shards glitter in the light like captive suns. Perception. A faint scratching sound draws your attention to 2 crystalline chunks near your feet. As you watch, they tumble gently into each other and meld, their disparate angles flowing together like water. After a moment, they part again, trailing shining threads of living crystal. It seems that the resonance chamber can heal from certain wounds, but not from the amount of damage you've done to it. Alright, I'm going to pick one up. At the rim of the crater, you find a sliver of crystal, sharp as a dagger on one end and smooth on the other. It might make a usable, if somewhat crude, weapon. Cool. Step away from the device.
Yes, now.
A mechanical arm lies on the floor, presumably broken during your fall. Sparks pour from the arm's shattered housing, filling the air with a greasy stench. Did I end up with quick fingers? I don't remember. Character abilities. Oh, I can give it to myself. How do I see... I, inventory. J, journal. Q, quest. C, character. Nope, they don't do anything. Alright, I'm going to give myself quick fingers for the day. And attempt to scavenge what I can from the arm's housing. If you select a companion's portrait in the effort window, they can assist the last cast-off with some challenges. Your companion's stat pools are used instead of your own, and they may have different skills, abilities, and statistics that make the challenge easier. Companions cannot assist in a crisis and can only use their stats during their turn. Alright, okay, so... Nope, go back. Shit. Alright, well it was successful. Taking care to avoid the sparks, you extract several handfuls of shiny trinkets and coin-like objects. You recognize their value at once. Such objects would be accepted as shins, the informal currency in most regions of the world, so you gather them up and take them with you. I got spray flesh and 18 shins. Let's leave the device alone. Ooh,
Yes,
we can loot a box. Shins and encephalic rush. Heals 3 points of intellect. Consumes movement. Fleetfoot moss heals 3 points of speed. Consumes movement. Yeah, let's take it all.
Fine.
And when I takes it all... A slate black, unimpressive device hunkers before you. As you reach out to touch it, the triangle of lights on its casing blazes into life, and an image unfolds in your mind. A towering crystal arch rises over a jagged gray landscape. The air is dead and stifling, and there, at its emerald peak, the image collapses, leaving you staring into the device's triangular array of lights. Command me, the device, or the intelligence within it, says, each word carefully etched with distaste. What commands do you recognize? The 3 lights throb irritably. Heated air sighs from the device's vents, and then a towering list of commands races through your mind, far too fast to read. You rub your eyes, groaning, and the intelligence chortles. Command me, it says smugly. Show me the arch again. The device's triangle of lights throb in time with the growl of the engines within its casing, and the mental image unfolds once more. You see a huge crystalline arch on a jagged field. The arch is divided into rectangular cells, all of which are numbered, and they all appear to be transparent and empty, except at the arch's pinnacle, one cell is lit in a brilliant, pulsating emerald. The number 0 is printed on its side. Anamnesis. Try to remember more details about this strange place. Oh, that's me. 100%. The memory blossoms. You stand before this arch, eyeing the last 2 active cells, in once impenetrable Lugum Vo. Unleash Cell 29, you say, and a twisted artifact appears before you. You claim it with a faint smile, watching the light fade from the cell far above. You flinch from the memory, and it falls apart as you raise your eyes to the arch as it is now. Cell 29 is dark now. Only Cell 0 remains. Examine the jagged wasteland. Dry grit whirls across the empty plain. Many kilometers beyond the arch is the faint outline of what seems to be a broken tower. except that it is slowly stretching into the gray air. Alright. You release your mental hold on the image of the arc, and it collapses, returning you to reality. Alright, who are you? Your command was not understood. The intelligence says with clear satisfaction, sounding for all the world like it understood the question, but is choosing not to answer. Command me. What was that arc you showed me? Yep. Alright. Kick the device as hard as you can. Unleash the contents of Cell 0. You found a cipher. Ciphers are Numenera objects that can trigger a powerful effect, but can only be used once. Ciphers in your cipher limit score are displayed in a special section of the inventory screen. Take care not to accumulate more ciphers than your cipher limit, or you will experience unpleasant side effects. The device's lights flutter with incandescent shock, then focus on you, flickering. Cell 0 will now be unleashed, the intelligence spits. Please be advised that the object you are about to receive is completely safe. Use no caution whatsoever. The strange contents of Cell 0 materialize before you. Warning. All cells are now vacant. Shuddering, Lugum Vo. The intelligence's lights wink out, one by one. Unstable detonation? What is this? Deals 6 energy damage, 4 physical damage to all characters in range. Okay. It's just an item. Interesting that a cast-off can command the changing god's machines. He crosses his arms across his chest. How'd you do that? Calistige rolls her eyes at Allegern. Then she looks at you. He'll never stop gnawing on this bone, you know. The truth is wasted on him. She gets a glint in her eye. Though I admit curiosity. How did you do that? I remembered something. I don't think it was my memory, though. Residual memories of a past consciousness. Truly fascinating. Oh, don't act like you know what that was. It's just as likely the machine triggered something past her amnesia. She gives you a meaningful look, then mimics teeth gnashing like an animal gnawing a bone. Ha 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 ha. Tiny glowing motes float through the interior of this tower. Each one is surrounded by much smaller motes, like thousands of worlds circling their suns. The flexible tubes that are attached to this machine appear to be later additions. Someone cobbled this device together, but its function is unclear. I think that's everything that's here. Yep, alright, so we'll leave this place next time on Button Down Gaming. So won't you come back and, watch me play with myself?